I'll introduce our last and final speaker. Our final speaker today is Ms. Nur Azri. She's a featured guest speaker for Swarm 199 at Pullman Hotel, Bangsa. She's an offline marketing manager for Pocket Mall, Sandirian Bahad. She was a mentor for Startup Weekend at Global HQ Malaysia from the 16th to 18th of June 2016. She was also a finalist at HSBC Business Case Challenge. She will share with us today some of her practical ideas which you can put into use to start up a business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to please join me in welcoming Ms. Nur Azri. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. So far I have started two of my own companies. Actually, there were more before, but I shut it down. But these two were successful. One is more on like a traditional business. Means like it's not a unique idea. A lot of mega companies do it out there, but I still decided to explore it. And the second one was a more unique idea. And then at the same time, I also work with other startups as well. But today, I'm not going to talk about my business, but more about my journey and why I started it. So, just to tell you a little bit background, what motivated me was really pain. It was not physical pain, but it was like emotional suffering. Because I'm an only child, but then when I was 2, my parents got divorced. But when you're children, your mom, if they got divorced, they try to hide stories from you. But then, when I was 6 or 7, there were people knocking on the door and asking us to move out of the house. And then I stopped my mom when I was 6, being a little Doraemon, like, I don't want you to lie anymore. You have to tell me what's going on. What are those giants asking us to move out? This is our home. And then my mom was like, oh God, where do I start? So apparently, lesson 1 in life, no matter in entrepreneurship or general in life, you can trust people, but then always safeguard yourself, even though you're very, very much in love. So my mom became the guarantor for my dad, and this cost like more than $500,000 of debt towards my mom. And then he was nowhere to be found. Like we couldn't find him. We don't know whether he's alive, so or dead. We can't say that he's dead. So that we have to pay. And then growing up, looking at my mom jumping from one business to another, and then trying to find means and ways, and then trying to figure out whether today can we go and eat outside or can't we? And then the worst thing ever, my mom doesn't know how to cook. So then we're like, okay, maybe bread. So that motivated me internally when I was younger to start something so that we can like get out of this trap and then start paying off. But of course, every challenge starts with failures. So I don't know if you know this verb. When I was younger, there's always going to be a time where you're hangat-hangat tai ayam, right? So that was me in high school. I was like, oh yeah, I can so do this thing, like set up like events, focus on events, and then somewhere I got lost and got into politics. Then like do this event for 2,000 people. I'm so gonna like get money from it, but no. It's like when you do a business, you will lose a lot and lots and lots first. Then one day my mom kind of like, asked me to sit down and ask me, what are you doing with your life? Because I know you want to help, but you're actually screwing everything up. Like you're spending more money, you're wasting your time out there instead of going to get a job. Then I thought maybe I was very passionate about getting the experience, but not the relevant experience and from the right people. So I shut down all of those, and then I went to work, but not for a long term. So my first experience, the real experience, was in Lazada. So that time Lazada wasn't as popular as today. Nobody knew what it was. It was like, I think 3 or 4 years ago. But then I took the job without a degree, not knowing anyone. And then every day people, keep on pressuring. But then I learned how to overcome pressure. I learned how to overcome priorities. And I think that's one of the most important lessons that I learned. And then I was surprised that I got a scholarship because I actually screwed up my SPM. Like, I have a few A's, like maybe 11, but I have a B, C, D, which was very colorful. And then, but then going to this prep college, everybody was so smart because everybody there is like 13 A+, 17 A+, and there I was not knowing what to do. But I still went along with it, went to the States, stayed only for 1.5 years, but there was where I met my second co-founder, which is for my second business, which is the education technology business. Now we have around 25,000 beta testers around the world, and then we are valued at $3.5 million US. And this is based on investment as well. But one thing you have to understand for startups that is based on investment, it takes a lot of time for you to actually generate a real income for you to put inside your pocket and settle your living. So at the same time, I had to find another revenue because there's no one else funding me, right? So then I joined this program when I met Marcus, who's a mentor, and also under Wadwani as well. And then what intrigues me was that he told me, because I asked him to introduce himself, he's like, I'm Marcus. My mission is to make women happy. What? How do you make women happy? So apparently what he does is that very, very smart guy, he takes like luxurious branded handbags from the US, which the price is like 70 or 80% off if you buy from the factory outlet. And then he sells it here, but not to individuals. He sells it to banks. And then I was wondering, why do you sell it to banks? What are CEOs are gonna do with those handbags? It seems that he said, okay, think about it. Credit card, who signs for it? It's like, I think mostly guys. It's like, yeah, but who uses it? Who uses the credit card that men sign up for? Women? Yes. And then what do they buy? It's like handbag and fashion stuff. It's like, yes, that's how I make women happy. Not only you get a credit card, you'll get a Michael Kors bag for 70% off if you sign up with CIMB bag. I'm like, oh my god, super genius. So that got me interested. So I'm like, okay, let me try selling to these big companies, right? If he can do it, and he's not like some dato or anything, maybe I can try. Because when being young, I always thought that bigger contracts only goes to datos, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the social influence that I have. And then I tried, and the first 3 months, no profit, no sales, nothing, and then a lot of time sacrificing. But in my 4th month, my first client was actually Land, which is a big construction company. And I was very happy because I think before that I had like 100 rejection calls. And then finally they said, okay, we're gonna take your product. But my product isn't unique, it was a corporate gift. So anything that you have a Unita notebook or lanyard. So I kind of produce this for bigger companies and package it in a way. But then the reason why they took me was of my price differentiation. So I wasn't greedy in the beginning because I want to test. So lesson number 2 is that when you want to test, you try not to maximize your profit. Try to go as low as you can because you want to win the competitive advantage and build a relationship. So this person is not buying your company. They don't remember your company, but they remember you as a person. So I asked Land, it's like, why did you decide to call me back? Because in January you kind of rejected me. Then she said like, oh, I remember your face because like you were the kid that came every day, right? And then I asked you to go back every day. Yeah. So Monday to Friday after class, I went to Cyberjaya and like, hi, like, can we have a coffee? Like, I want to know like what you guys doing. I go to their events, just build a relationship over time. So that kind of generated a lot of revenues for me and my family. And then based on that that company, I was able to pay off my mom's debt and then also live on my own expenses. But what I learned is that for my second startup, which is the EdTech, is a whole different scenario because you're no longer playing with corporate partners, you're playing with, my clients are schools. So schools always watch their budget, where to spend and where not to spend. So what I do is that I keep on learning. That's why I work in other startups as well and become an entrepreneur within their companies as well. Because no matter how good I am, I'm still, screwing up in terms of like Facebook ads and all the other things. So I am working, while studying, I am working with Pakumal and Leaderpreneur. And although the hours are very huge, like for example, sometimes I come in at 4 and then go back at 10. I love it because I think people are the best thing like that keeps us going. Like even though your business goes down, if you have the right people, it's what makes you like happy and want to wake up every day. So that's what I love. I love it so much, and I think they feel it too. yeah. So especially the CEO of the company I'm working with, he used to work in Google, so he shares culture and practices, and I learn from him. So always take the best and then try to implement in your own startup if you're still starting fresh, especially if your business is something that is big, like big players are playing in. So I think that that is my journey so far. And I think while growing up, if you want to venture into business, learn to say no. If you decide something that you want to focus on, put your heart in, but then all the other things that come around you, you have to weigh in whether you should say yes or no. Because I think one of the biggest problems with millennials wanting to start something is saying they want something but not grabbing it because there's too many choices. And then when you say yes to 10 things, how could you excel in even one or two of the things? So it's better to cut down from many to a few so that you can focus. So I hope that you learned something from me, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Noor Azway. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us. It was quite interesting, and I think we enjoyed a lot of the stories. It's well, like you can see, she just told us about the challenges as well. So basically, all our entrepreneurs today, they have their challenges. They have challenges they face as business people. So don't expect it to be easy when you start. But basically, the main thing with these challenges is that they can be overcome, and it's over time you see that you get to enjoy the benefits and the profit. Like she said, a company is already valued at so much amount of money in a short period of time. So it should be a drive for us. It should actually let us know that with the right determination and passion, we can achieve anything we want to. So thank you once more to all our speakers for coming and sharing with us today. Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause? So I think we have one speaker as well who wasn't actually we didn't actually have here on the stage, but I think he has a couple of things to share with us. So I'll call up Mr. Aziz to see if he can share one or two things with us as well.
Hello. I only can say wow. Because women of the world, I think UNITA has more women than men. I've been counting. I was at 25, and now I think it's more. I think guys are not interested in business or entrepreneurship, if I may call. I'm not really interested in entrepreneurship. How many of you are interested to be millionaires? If you turn around, put your hands up. Turn around and see each other. Now I want to know why the others never put up their hand. Why, when people ask you a question and say, would you like to be a millionaire? Okay? Again, hands up. How many of you want to be a millionaire? Now either your armpit is smelly or is hairy that you don't like others to see your hands up. Is it? How many of you really want to be a millionaire?
Billionaire.
Millionaire. No, I know a billionaire. I have million hairs. Alright, entrepreneurship is a challenging and worthy path. Okay? You have many friends, you meet a lot of successful people, you also meet a lot of successful failures. I mean successful failures because they fail. Successful. Right? Now, how many of you have been taking notes from what these great entrepreneurs have been saying? How many of you have been taking notes? I have 23 points. How many do you have? How many of you have points of what they were talking about? They are great speech. Give them a round of applause, please. They were not only expressing their journey, but they expressed to you key points. Those who want to be millionaires, you will also have to face this. There are pitfalls, there are ups, there are downs. Okay? How many of you think that they can sustain the ups and downs? Now we are all different groups of people. We are all of different race, colors, energy. You can see each other and you can say, "Oh, that guy is very lazy." By the way he portrays himself, correct? Okay. So what do you think is an entrepreneur spirit? You look at them and tell me what's an entrepreneur spirit. They are always jovial. No matter how much he fails. He always has a smile because he has got a girlfriend. He was very focused in his business, telling his partner, "Hey, don't talk nonsense." And a smile. Now what did she have? Same. The grandeur of doing the business, helping the father and also making a name for herself, even though she's a pharmacist. Alright? Now what did she have? Anybody can tell me what she had? Huh? I heard cutest. She's hyperactive. She's very hyper about the challenges that she gets. No matter fail, also they are online, But one thing that you can take note from each one of them, what was it? Persistence. They never gave up on failure. Did anybody see them failing? No, they were actually successful. Why? They were learning from their failures. Did you not see that?
Yeah.
How many times did you fail?
More than 50.
More than 50. No, he's joking. How many times did you fail? Many times, brother.
It's uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. And how many times your tire burst? Only one. Remember, he said he burst his tire and he learned a lesson. I am never going to be out of money again. Is it money that drives them or is it a passion that drives them? How many of you believe passion drives things? I still see people with armpit problems. You see, do you realize what is driving you? It's not the money, it is the passion. Entrepreneurship is about passion. Entrepreneurship, like what Maya said, is not about great ideas. Simple ideas. I was browsing through the net and something caught me. It was a guy who created an armband. It was a simple armband, like a rubber band. Sorry. Mr. Chan, I'm in a meeting, I call that. Hold the phone. I wanted to refer to something, that's why I was holding the phone. He created an armband. To me, it was just an armband. You put the armband and then you do. Okay, what it was used for, you put it into two hands, go swimming. and he gets panicked, just pull the armband, he gets afloat. It's a simple idea, right? Marketable? Rationally marketable? So sometimes people tend to see very far away for ideas. And you realize it is just beside you. And ideas can come from the next best man who's sitting beside you. Why? He said, I have a problem. That's my opportunity. You realize? How many of you have problems? How many of you have problems? You see, he has problems. Then I got opportunity. You got the picture? Okay? Look around you. Life is there. It's interesting. I am 54 years old. How old? 54. Old enough or not? Old enough. The best times of your life is when you are young. Best time. And that is during young college days. This is your best time of your life. If you miss your boat, you miss your boat. If you want to sit down, enjoy, at the end of your life, be focused. I want each one of you to go into TEDx and look for John Dale. Jon Dale. I want you all to go and look for John Dale. Listen to him. He says he only wants 2 months work, 10 months free. How many of you like that? 2 months work, 10 months free. Yeah, everybody. I also like that. Okay? But that's a journey that he went through. Okay? And every one of you can also have that. An entrepreneur's life is 24/7. 24/7. You sleep, you wake up, you work. There's no such thing as a life for you. But in that 24/7, who is king? You are king. Who makes the decision? You make the decision. Good or bad, live by it. Do not regret. Do not regret. If yesterday happened, is it a problem for tomorrow? No. It's past. Make corrections. Move on. You understand? Are you clear? How many of you really want to be entrepreneurs? I see you very excited now. I want to be a teacher. Okay. Now, entrepreneurship is a path. As you heard them, some of them went through the hard way. Okay? Some of them went through formal education. Some of them learn by heart. Okay? The mistake they go through and whatnot. And some of them are lucky to get mentors. Okay? Therefore, the E-Cell Club here has a purpose. We started in UTM. I'm the advisor, one of the industry advisor for E-Cell UTM. Come and join the E-Cell. Contribute your time. You will not be regretful about what you are doing. You will find many things. You can explore many things. You will, like for example, they wanted fun. Where did they get their fun? They only got FUN. The D was missing. Correct? They had fun. No D. Did you get fun? Yes, he got from magic. So he got the FUND. Then he said, I had no fun. He has to work for it. Okay? So entrepreneurship is about a journey. A journey that we will guide you to know what is your problem. You come to us, you get the mentorship, you get guide, you get even how much is the government investing on women now? How many of you know? Millions. How many of you know there are funds available for entrepreneurs? Plenty, huh, doctor? Yeah, plenty. But who's getting these funds? Okay. The same people will get the fund. Thank you very much. If you're not in the circle, you're out of the circle. That's all. So you have to be in the circle. Choose wisely. Okay? If you're in the entrepreneur club, what the entrepreneur club will do is they will try to connect with the right people. They will connect with the right people. And I will see many millionaires from UNITA. I'm now a student of UNITA and my passion is developing entrepreneurs. I would like to develop them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Aziz, for sharing all that, a lot of contributions and food for thought, actually. We thank you so much. Can we have another round of applause for Mr. J? So I'd like to take a big thank you again to all the presenters and the speakers here today. We thank you so much for coming and sharing all these stories and wonderful experiences with us.